Yo, peoples! Here I was thinking I was gonna start my Fallout 4 Nuka World and continue my playthrough. Then I come to my system to see a new update for Marvel Ultimate Alliance, which also tells me that it includes both bug fixes, and includes legendary Definitive Edition content. So, and I just started this game. Yes, your save data has been updated to this version of the game. It will no longer be compatible with previous versions. Okay. So I just started the game. I pretty much just got to the first save checkpoint, so you are not missing much. Literally 33 minutes. That's it. So we're going to continue off from where we left off. And let's see if we... Okay, it moves smooth. Okay. Let's change teams. Let's see who we get. And there they are! Ladies and gentlemen, we have the missing characters. Count them! Doctor Doom, Saber-tooth, Magneto, Venom, Hulk, Hawkeye, Cyclops, and the incredible Nightcrawler. Yes! They're all here. Now it is a official Definitive Edition game. Hold on, I got to edit this now. Now I can call it an actual playthrough. Okay, Ultimate Alliance. Definitive Edition. Too many eyes. There we go. There we go. And save. Nice. Much better. Now we get to change our team. Wait a minute. Okay, Magneto. Okay. Now let's get my dream team.
Venom.
Yes.
Magneto.
Yes.
The Hulk.
Oh, yes, Hulk, your feet look weird, but I'm just glad you're here. Now I have reasons to play this game. And...
Nightcrawler. Shaba Ultimate.
Shaba Ultimates? What? Okay, let's take off this auto spending. Take you off. Because I don't want no one making choices concerning my gear or my power but me. Alright.
I'm ready to do some real damage.
They still cut off the people talking though, so I'm upset about that. Alright. Yes! Yes! Now I don't have to wait! Until I don't have to go back to my 360 in order to play this. I'm happy! Oh, so happy! This game is now worth it. And you can easily read this with Venom speaking in the third person. Yeah.
If you insist.
Yes, Magneto's here. Oh, my favorite peoples is here. Oh, wait, I gotta fix that. I forgot. Too bad you can't use Magneto's abilities to move this without having to pull it. Because Magneto's above manual labor. Oh, wait until I get Doctor Strange. Oh, I'm just gonna... Oh, man. I'm so happy now. Yeah, Nuka World's gonna have to wait. It's definitely gonna have to wait now. Because we got all the characters. They're all here. Yes, folks, your eyes are not playing tricks on you. All the DLC characters have been added to today's update of Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1. Oh wait, I keep forgetting I need to turn the switch on. So if you happen to own this game and have been waiting, you need to wait no more. Because everybody is here. Doctor Doom, Saber-tooth, Magneto, Hulk, Venom. Yes, for PS4. And welcome, Calvin, to the stream. But yeah, they just updated it today, so all the DLC characters that were exclusive to the Xbox 360 are now available for the PS4, because we never got it. And plus, we get the PS4 exclusive characters too, so that's twice as much. Now I get to have my dream team. That means Hulk can smash! Yes! I am so happy that all this stuff has been added again. And plus I got Nightcrawler too, which means... Oh, look! His teleport looks so good. Oh! It doesn't look like a cartoony puff of smoke, but an actual... But it doesn't have the bamf sound. It sounds more like a swish sound. It doesn't sound like bamf. And I'll showcase the other characters later, but I want to get these guys all gizzied and worked up. Oh! Welcome everybody to my official Marvel Ultimate Alliance Definitive Edition playthrough. Your health will not save you! Oh wait, can I teleport up there? Yes, I can!
Should have run away.
Teleport? Oh, that is literally a 1-2 hit. So beautiful. I wonder, can I increase the distance that I can teleport like in X-Men Legends? That'd be so useful. Why are you running, huh? Why are you running? So good. How does Hulk get dizzy from someone throwing something at him? When has he ever been dizzy? Oh, that's very useful.
Hulk will do it.
Yeah, too bad he doesn't have his jumping ability to let him move fast. But I don't get that move until later, where I can just run straight through everything. Oh, this is so good. I'm so happy right now. Oh man, I forgot. I got food. I need to be eating. Otherwise my food will get cold. I do this every time. Oh snap, they all leveled up at the same time. Now, let's work on some skills. Oh, Claw. Okay, you get Claw. What does this do? Venom's hands turn into the shapes of claws. All Venom's attacks have increased damage. Nice. Alright, Magneto, magnetic shield. Yes. It lasts for 40 seconds. Can I increase it? Yes, you can increase the time that you get to have this up. Oh, yes. Alright, what does Hulk get? Hulk Stomp. Anything Hulk does is awesome, so that's always good. Acrobatic kick, okay. Bamfing Blitz. Oh, actually, let's go to the beginning and look at all their skills. Venom Thrust. Venom thrusts out its tendrils, stretching them to a great distance, damaging all enemies in the way. Venom's tendrils flail out in a radial attack, damaging all surrounding enemies. Venom Swing. Grab an enemy with Venom's tendrils and swing them around, doing damage to all in the way. When enemy is released, enemy goes flying. So this is a hold skill. You hold it and you keep spinning them, damaging everybody around you until you choose to let go. Just like Symbiote Flail is a tap command, where you tap and that does damage each time you tap it. And that's especially useful if you have the one-hit kill cheats. You can basically one-hit everything with these moves without having to use regular combat moves, which is extremely useful. Next up we have Venom Swing. Okay, I already got that one. Venom Heave. Venom throws his tendrils at an enemy and can then heave him high into the air. So this is like a pop-up move. Symbiote Bite. Venom lunges forward, knocking down an enemy and bites him multiple times. This is highly damaging as far as physical damage goes, but I need to be level 20 for it. Venom Claws, you've already seen this, and it lasts 20 seconds, so that's good. Terror. Venom terrorizes nearby enemies, increases its defense against physical damage. That'll be useful. Symbiote Sludge, which is his extreme move. Venom sends off pieces of his symbiote self and adheres his enemies to the ground. Alright, so it does damage. Well, actually, it does constant damage, and it also keeps people cemented to the ground. That's nice. And plus, I get 3 costumes. Oh, I get 3 costumes. Yes. And the only way I can unlock these, since the definitive characters never got their own disc missions, I just have to kill enemies with these characters in order to get all their costumes. Alright. And he has good stats, all of which I can just constantly increase. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun. Next we have Magneto. And let's look at yours. Magnetic Pulse, a bolt of magnetic energy that damages all enemies in its path. It can be charged to focus or unfocus. Unfocused is like a shotgun type of blast radius. If you hold back while you're aiming it, it'll make it wider and less damaging, but it hits more people. But if you hold down forward when you aim with this, it makes it more focused, does more damage, but it has a narrow gap, so you can only hit fewer people with this. But it does good damage if you put enough points into it. Magnetic Beam. Use Magneto's magnetic powers to grab objects and enemies and throw them with magnetic force. My favorite skill, because if you're next to a cliff, you can basically take any enemy that is not a huge enemy and throw them over a cliff. And especially if you're playing on a hard difficulty, this is extremely useful. And plus, it doesn't take that much energy for you to lift them. So it's only 6 energy to lift them, and then it only takes 6 per second, I think. But overall, this is a good skill. And especially when you're throwing people. And this is the first off, the amount of objects you can carry upgrade the more you actually upgrade this. So this is useful later on when you get heavy objects, then you start throwing those around, so it's good. Alright, Magnetic Explosion. I love this one too. Magneto charges up and unleashes an explosion, damaging all nearby enemies. Any enemies approaching the field take damage. This is good. This is more of like a crowd control move, like a keep away move. Hold it down, charge it, and it knocks everybody around you away. And if they're resistant, then it pushes them back. But it's still useful if you need some breathing room. Next up, we got Shockwaves. His machine gun skill, if you will. A concussive blast of magnetic force that radiates in front of Magneto. So it eats up 11 energy every second, but it's able to keep enemies at bay due to the fact that it's like his magnetic explosion, except you're constantly sending it out through his hands forward. And it's like Spider-Man's web bolt moves or web shot moves, but it's more like magnetic forces. Alright, magnetic toss. Magneto hurls a metal projectile around the screen, directing it wherever he wishes. Hold button and use the left stick to steer. So think of when Magneto breaks out of prison in X2 X-Men United, where he breaks out of prison using the iron from that dude's blood, and he's using just a small metal ball to aim it everywhere and take out and kill everybody. This is that move, except it's a lot larger ball, and you get to control where it goes. So it's good. Magnetic shield. Protective shield surrounds Magneto, consisting of magnetic energy. Shield has a chance to deflect projectiles. Now, the thing I love about these types of skills is the amount of time you can keep them active increases with every notch in its stat boost. And the fact that when you go New Game Plus, this whole skill set doubles in size. These small dots you see, they go all the way towards the end when you start a brand new game with all your characters. So that way you can continue to level them up even further. So, twice as much power. Next we have Dark Energy, which is a boost. Temporarily increases all party members' skill and outfit ranks. Must already have at least 1 point spent in the ability. So first rank puts 1 point in all of your skills. So if you have all but 1 pip left in your skills, then this will bring it up to its maximum. Current maximum, if you have it. But I'm not saying it brings it all the way up to full, but it adds an extra point into your skills. And it lasts for 40 seconds, and it consumes 64 energy, so it takes a little bit out of you. Next we have Metal Storm. Magneto causes a magnetic storm and summons pieces of metal that rain down on his enemies. His attack also increases damage inflicted by other stream attacks. This is good. I use this a lot, and it did a lot of damage. But this is only this. I think you only get maybe about 1 rank in this, but overall you'll still be strong enough, so it's not going to be necessary. And he also has 4 costumes as well, which you unlock using by taking out more enemies, which is good. And he has the same type of... Okay, he has flight. He's the only person so far that can fly in this group. He's the only person of my group that I have that can fly, and that's all the moves he has. His defense isn't as good as it can be. Actually, no one's defense is good at all. But his focus is the highest out of everyone's. So he's able to use more super moves more than anybody else. But overall, I love it. I'm so happy right now that my characters are back. I have reason to play this game. Next, we have one of my favorite characters from the 360 version, the Hulk. Even though his face looks absolutely ugly, you're not going to be looking at his face. You're going to be looking at his feet and fists smashing people. First off, in the skill set, Cyclone Punch. Devastating punch that will stun enemies for a time. It is chargeable. The yellow is how much damage it does if you're charging it. So that's good to know. Also, the 3 seconds is how stunned they are. And I love the fact that everything increases the higher your rank goes, but it also increases the energy cost, so there's always that drawback. Hulk Stomp, which is what I just unlocked. Stomps the ground during radial damage and sends a shockwave forward. Does radial damage and shockwave damage, and it consumes 9% of your energy. Well, 9 points of your energy. If you keep doing it, because you can spam it. It's not a tappable and it's not a holdable, but you can just keep going. You can just keep using this move until you run out of energy, so that's good. Next up is Hulk Smash. Jumps into the air and comes back down hard doing radial damage. This move is okay. I never really used it much when I was playing this game on the 360. It's alright, but not as good as the other ones. Hulk Knockdown. Charges forward, tackling an enemy, and beats him mercilessly. This move is extremely good because this is also the way this move works is if you use it to try and move around fast, this is a good move to use. Because the Thing has a move which is essentially him. Both him and Colossus have a move that lets you run forward constantly until you hit something, run out of energy, or get stopped by enemy. Which essentially turns it into a travel move. This is Hulk's travel move, though I do forget that if it lets you hold it or if it just keeps going for a short distance until he stops. But overall, this move is good. Period. I highly recommend it. Ferocious Roar, Hulk Roar. Ferocious scream that frightens enemies for a time. I don't use this move because I don't want them to run from me. If I'm trying to take out an enemy, I don't want them to run away from me. Unless I'm having a hard time, and I rarely have a hard time with Hulk. I don't even remember the last time I died using this character. So, yeah, that Hulk Roar is good for if you need a little breathing room, but me personally, I don't really use it. Hulk Boost reduces damage taken by the entire team for a time. This is extremely useful. This literally just gives you a small amount of semi-invincibility if your defense is high enough, and if you're in a state where something is barely damaging you. This makes you nigh invincible if you put enough points into it. Plus, it also makes Hulk larger. It's no, actually, no, that's the wrong one. That's the next one. Fury. In a rage of fury, Hulk grows in size, increasing his speed, power, and defense. I hope I'm not boring any of you with this. I just wanted to read these out to you. But this is the move that I recommend to use when you have a lot of enemies or trying to fight a boss. He grows, his attacks increase in both speed and power, which means that your basic hitting moves, they're faster now. All your power attacks, they're more powerful now, and plus he's even harder to damage. So if you mix Fury and I would like to say Hulk Boost, I forget if you can actually have them on top of each other, he's extremely hard to kill, which is good. Next we have his, hold on, did they name his extreme move and his regular move Hulk Smash? I have no problem with this. Anything Hulk does is awesome. Now, his extreme is Hulk Smash, leaps into the air and comes back down doing massive radial damage. Now, if you put enough points into, I would like to say, your focus and strike, this actually becomes a good move. And I forget if I'm able to increase this up one or multiple times, but overall this is a good move. And like always, he has multiple costumes, one of which is his Planet Hulk outfit, which I am looking forward to unlocking. And he has good stats. He has the highest damaging strike out of everyone so far. He has no defense, so we're gonna have to do something about that. Next up we have Nightcrawler, and he's basically you know what, I just realized something. It's going to be awfully awkward when I get to Mephisto's realm and I have to rescue Nightcrawler and Jean Grey. And I choose not to save Nightcrawler and I save Jean Grey instead. But I don't... You know what? This actually works out perfectly. This means that if Nightcrawler's on your team, you just basically save Jean Grey and Nightcrawler doesn't die because you are essentially Nightcrawler. So what you're rescuing is just a doppelganger. So it sort of works out for you. Okay, skills. Acrobatic kick. Nightcrawler teleports forward and delivers an acrobatic kick combo to his enemies with a chance to stun them for a brief time. So far, there's only one pip in there, and for these low-level enemies I'm fighting, it's a 1-2 hit. It is very... And it's chargeable? What? Hold on.
If you insist.
It's chargeable. Oh, I did not know this. That's nice. Okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind. Okay, next we have Sword Mastery. Nightcrawler wields his two swords with Ninja Mastery. This is basically just him using his swords to just stab forward a little bit. So it's sort of like a short stabby stab. Next we have Bamf Flurry. Nightcrawler bamps to multiple nearby targets, nearby enemies, and does one attack against each enemy. If your attacks are up high enough, you are able to one-hit KO a lot of enemies around you. And if you got a full room, this becomes extremely useful. Next, we have up Sword Whirlwind. Hold up a second. Sorry about that. I was trying to eat, and and my family was talking in the background. I didn't want y'all to have to go hear that. Next up, we have Sword Whirlwind. And for those just joining, this is now the official definitive edition because the newest update for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 has included all the characters. So now it's a complete game. Alright, Sword Whirlwind. Nightcrawler does an acrobatic wide radius attack by slashing out with his swords while spinning on his legs and tail. Now, this is like Deadpool's whirlwind move where he spins around, but Nightcrawler does it instead. Hold on a second again. Alright, I'm back. So this is a good move. Oh man, now I have the hiccups. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alright, I'm good. Alright, next we have Bamfing Blitz, which is a special, and it's not even his extreme. Nightcrawler bamps around a singular enemy multiple times, unleashing kicks and punches. This is a tapping move, which means that you can keep spamming this as long as there are enemies around. So you'll constantly be teleporting around, taking down enemies, so that's an extremely useful move. Next up, we have Shadow Crawl. I haven't put points in this yet. Nightcrawler hides in the shadows, becoming invisible to most enemies, and has critical hit chance increased. So that means I have an increased chance of doing critical damage every time I go into this mode. And this is the first rank. It lasts for 20 seconds, consumes 32 energy, and has a 5% chance to increase, and a 5% critical hit chance. Alright, put 1 point in. Well, actually, that was the main rank. So putting that in there just increases it a little bit. But next rank increases it to 25 seconds, consumes 39 energy, and still keeps the critical hit chance at 5. So I'm pretty sure as I go further down the line, it will increase the critical hit chance even further. Next up, Sword Combat, which is a boost. Nightcrawler wields his swords with devastating effectiveness. Plus 21% physical damage, which is good. Lasts for 20... Ah, man, got some fry stuck in my throat. Lasts for 20 seconds and consumes 60 energy. This is good if you want to get that extra kick off. Next we have Bamf Unleash, which is his special. Nightcrawler bamps around multiple enemies, unleashing multiple attacks, culminating in a blast attack. This move is good, because he essentially just goes crazy, teleports everywhere, taking out everybody. And I use this a lot when I made a second save on my, I want to say PS3 edition. Well, no, Xbox edition, and used cheats to get him to maximum. And he was just absolutely insane, especially around the point where I got infinite energy and infinite extreme and one-hit kills. It was absolutely beautiful. All you saw was smoke everywhere. It was just awesome. But those are these characters for right now, so we're going to continue to work on them as we go through this. Now, back to the game. But I really need to... Actually, I love the Nightcrawler, so I'm going to work on him. And he doesn't even have to be in your target reticle for him to take it.
I've just been informed that one of the nuclear missiles launched. I thought I told you to destroy both consoles.
You think we've been sitting on our hands all day just talking about random stuff? Wait a minute, don't answer that.
All right. You're going to have to activate the self-destruct for that missile. Get to the navigation room on the double.
All right. We got 4 minutes to take these guys out. Which shouldn't be hard.
Well, 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 aren't you just an impressive bunch of heroes? Too bad my good buddies Daredevil and Elektra weren't with ya.
Yeah, too bad. One, I haven't unlocked Daredevil yet, and two, no.
You wouldn't be trying to stop the nuclear missile I just launched, would you? Hey, if the boss wants me to launch a missile at a heavily populated city, I do it. I don't get paid to ask questions.
Then we're done talking. Get out of our way.
Sorry, I can't. And even if I did step aside, there's nothing you could do. I've got the only access card to the navigation computer.
Give us that access card or else.
I choose or else.
You were warned.
You're gonna regret this,
And Nightcrawler's down. Dang it. Bullseye stronger than I thought. Or remember.
How pathetic.
Well, either I'm extremely weak or Bullseye is stronger than I remember.
Well done. Missile harmless was self-destruct. You've averted a nuclear disaster.
I'm gonna go with extremely weak.
Bullseye was there. You must really be serious about recruiting talent.
Colonel Fury, the Masters of Evil are attacking our stabilizing engines. There's too many for me to stop alone.
Black Widow, do not engage the enemy. I want you out of there immediately. Team, double time it and save that engine.
Yes, sir. The only people left alive are Magneto and Hulk. And since Hulk can regenerate, well, you won't be offing him anytime soon.
That was my fault, I'm afraid. Fortunately, I was not harmed.
Black Widow, I specifically ordered you not to engage the enemy.
I am sorry, sir. It was unavoidable.
Very well. At least you're safe. Team, you have to stop the enemy from destroying the engine. If they're successful, the helicarrier is finished.
Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and save. It'll be 2 minutes before my team is able to be revived again. So, let's just wait a little bit for those 2 minutes so I can get my guys back. Actually, let's go ahead and look at the other characters and see what their skills are. Alright. First up is Dr. Doom. Doom Blast. Let's take you off of automatic, because that would be extremely annoying. Hate when they do that. Of course, sometimes it's necessary. Doom Blast, explosive shot that emanates from Doom's hands and explodes on contact. This is chargeable. This is a nice move. Mask of Doom, instant blast that originates from Dr. Doom's face mask and deals damage to enemies struck by laser. So essentially just eye laser beams. Doom Detonation. Dr. Doom unleashes an explosion which damages all nearby enemies. It's alright. Doom Arc, electric blast that spreads to multiple enemies. The amount of enemies that can be changed with this, it grows as soon as you keep upgrading this move. Curse of Doom, bolt of energy that emanates from the sky, striking a random energy. This is actually a pretty good move because it always stuns locks in enemies when it does it. So it gives you a couple of seconds of free hits in. Next, Aura of Doom. Increases critical hit percentage for Dr. Doom and gives a chance of striking fear to nearby enemies when activated. So, it has a chance of causing enemies to run away from you with the increased chance of critical hits, and it lasts for 40 seconds. Skills that last up to a minute or longer than a minute are very good skills to have, especially when they're boosts. Alright, we got Doom Shield. A protective shield surrounds Doom, deflecting all projectiles and damaging all melee attackers. It also does electricity damage and lasts for 40 seconds. Like I said, any boost that can last up to a minute or longer than a minute is especially good to have, because 1 minute can mean life or death in this type of game. Next we have Doomsday. A massive explosion that damages all enemies in the vicinity. This move is okay. I don't remember much of it, but other than that, it's okay. And he has 3 costumes as well that also unlock whenever you take out enemies. Alright, let's look at Saber-tooth. Auto off. Alright, Saber-tooth slash. Saber-tooth tears up his enemies with his claws. Pretty basic, but it's good. Pounce. Saber-tooth lunges forwards, knocking the opponent to the ground and pummeling him. This is a good travel move per se for Saber-tooth. I wouldn't call it the best, but Wolverine has something similar, except he digs his claws and just constantly stabs people. But Saber-tooth has something similar where he's just clawing dudes. But this is good to get around if you don't mind expending the extra energy. It's a bit of a good travel move per se for a little bit. Next we have Talon Concussion. Saber-tooth spins around, slashing nearby enemies with his claws multiple times. This is good, but I wish it was like a hold move that you can just constantly spin around and use. Alright, next up is Disembowel, which is a melee move. Saber-tooth punches and kicks enemies in front and behind him. So it's basically just like a AoE type move, but short ranged. Next up we have a special move, Talon Fury. Charging Talon attack, which knocks opponents out of the way and causes them take damage over time from the slash attacks. Charging Talon attack, which knocks opponents out of the way and causes them take damage over time from the slash attacks. Yeah, I could spend a minute just going over the bad grammar of this description, but we have better things to do, don't we? Berserker Rage. Saber-tooth boosts his own defense and movement speed. So when you use this, you get faster and you're harder to kill. So you move faster and you have greater defense. Next is his debuff. Ooh, debuff. I haven't seen this debuff in a while. Saber-tooth lets out a furious roar. I think I may have seen it with Hulk. I may have just been ignoring it. But Saber-tooth lets out a furious roar which frightens nearby enemies and decreases their defense. This is good, but it only lasts for 2 seconds. So the moment you try and get close to these dudes, their debuff is already gone and you're back to doing the same thing you were before. So I would love to see this increased. Saber-tooth goes... Okay, here's his extreme. Here's his extreme. Savage Rampage. Saber-tooth goes into a blind rage, attacking every enemy nearby, doing heavy damage. This is good. This is like Wolverine Cyclone Fury, except Saber-tooth just... It's similar. It's kind of similar to Wolverine's Rage, except it's a little bit more... I would like to say that Saber-tooth's move is smaller. And that is Saber-tooth. So let's move on to the next character. Colossus isn't new, though he is for the PlayStation, so we'll get to him later. Next up we have Hawkeye, the sort of only normal person, the only normal person on the team with absolutely no enhancements or superpowers whatsoever. Plus he has 4 costumes. And Saber-tooth have 4 costumes as well. It works the same way. Kill enemies and it unlocks. Alright, first up is multi-shot. Fire multiple arrows at one time if the power is charged. You can fire up to 3 arrows if it's charged, and next rank is up to 4 arrows, and this increases a whole lot to the point where you can fire, I want to say 6 or 7 arrows at the maximum of this playthrough. I have yet to see what a person's power looks like completely maxed out. I have never fully maxed out a character's ability slots before in the game, and I have played it since it came out on the PS2. Even when I used cheats, it would require millions of dollars in order for you, millions upon billions of dollars in order to upgrade one slot, and I never had enough to actually get it. But I would love to see what it looks like maximized. Next is Paralyzer. Fire single arrow shots. I'm sorry, I was burping. I apologize. Fire single arrow shots that damage and stun the enemy. Press and hold. So this is chargeable, but it doesn't say what the charge damage does due to the fact that I don't have them leveled up all the way. So we'll have to see. Next is Adamantium Arrow. Fires a blazing hot arrow up that explodes on impact when it comes down. This is a pretty good move. It has a good range when it comes down. I wish it could be bigger, but overall this is pretty good for you to use. Next is Ice Pick. Fires a special arrow that hits the ground and explodes, causing cold damage, freezing anyone caught in the blast radius, and slowing them down for a brief period of time. You're better off using Iceman to freeze. If you want to use an arrow, if you want to do something that'll keep enemies in place, either use Spider-Man or Iceman, because they're the best at crowd control when it comes to keeping people at bay. Hawkeye, I'm not shining down on you, but yeah, Spider-Man or Iceman are better with this type of move. Piercing Shock. This arrow will pierce any objects or enemies that it hits. Any enemies hit in addition to taking damage from the arrow will be encased in a damaging energy field. Okay, so if you line this up perfectly, or line it up enough where it can hit multiple people behind it, all the people who get hit behind that shot will get paralyzed for like 2 seconds. So it's alright. Here's a debuff. For a short period of time, will have an increased 2 speed. What? For a short period of time will have an increase 2 speed. Did I read that sentence right? For a short period of time will have an increase 2 speed. Okay, so let me fill in the blanks because someone clearly did not. For a short period of time, your arrows will have an increase to speed. Or just put for a short period of time, arrows will have an increase to speed. Seriously, y'all remastered this game and y'all didn't spell check? Come on. But yeah, it makes it so all your shots are faster. And 110% attack speed, trust me, when you use this buff, you are going to be shooting like crazy, even your special shots. Like your special moves, your basic moves are going to be so fast. Trust me on this, it's extremely good. Alright, here's another buff. Hawk's Revenge. Using this will increase the damage of all attacks made. See, this is a complete sentence. There's no missing words that make it look conjointed or looks like it's missing anything. This is how you write short sentences. See, this increases all of your attacks by 110% for 40 seconds. So this is a good move to have. Next is his Extreme Ricochet Rocket. Fires a special arrow that will bounce off of walls and enemies during doing damage to anything it hits. This is good because if you're in a small space, then that means they're going to be getting hit twice as much. Then he has dodge increase, defense, and melee damage. And he has 4 costumes as well. So that's like all the other characters that were released with this update. All their costumes are unlocked as soon as you beat up enough enemies, since they don't have any special edition discs to go alongside them. Alright. Stats are okay. He has high focus. I think Magneto has slightly high focus than he does. But it's all good. Alright, next up we have is Cyclops. Optic Beam, his classic main method of hitting people. Cyclops' basic eye beam attack. Push the left stick forward to cause more damage, back to cause less damage to a wider area. I know I said this earlier about Magneto's magnetic beam move. This is exactly, these are the instructions that they failed to mention concerning that, because they didn't show it on Magneto's page. But this is how you do it. Basic move, it does some good damage, but once you start to get high level, that's when it starts to become devastating. Next, Optic Stream. Launch a continuous stream of optic beam towards enemies. This is a good move because this is continuous, and plus it always it's always stun locks. So you can easily stop an enemy in his tracks using this move, because it will always either push them back or just freeze them because they're constantly taking damage. So this is a good move to have if you want to keep that one big guy from getting close to you. Next is Roundhouse Kick. Useless because it's only melee. Powerful kick combo that sends the enemy flying high in the air. Now if you're going to be playing a Cyclops, pretty much more than often than not, some of you may just be playing it so he can just spam his eye blast all the time. So the last thing you would want is to have melee moves. But this is good because if it's charged, then you can easily take a... It easily does high damage if it's charged up. Whereas your eye beams have to go up some levels in order for it to fully realize the full potential on it. Hold on a quick second. Alright. I'm good now. Ricochet Blast. Cyclops fires a series of short blasts that will eventually ricochet off walls once powered up. This is a multi-tap move, which means if you're in a small room, you can basically just... And he stays in place when you use this move, and you can aim it wherever you want. So if you're in a small room, you can rapidly use this move, and it will send shots everywhere, making it extremely rare for enemies to not get hit by this. And they only do 1 bounce at rank 1, so I'm going to have to level them up a little bit more in order to get to it. Luckily, characters level up when you level up during the story, even if you don't use them. So that way you don't have to go back to stage 1 to fight enemies that are at stage 5. So it's good. Next up is Optic Explosion. Powerful optic blast that explodes on contact, sending out splash damage to enemies nearby. So this is his charge beam move. It's pretty good. It could be a little bit better, but then again, this is only his first rank, and I didn't even get the first rank of it yet. So it'll steadily get higher the more you put more time into it. Next is this boost. Beam power. Increases damage to all beam attacks. Also gives beam attacks an increased critical hit chance. If you combine this with the ricochet blast, it makes it extremely rare for none of your hits to ever not hit critical. I need to drink my soda real quick. But yeah, overall, some of these moves for some of these characters, they go really well with one another. And this is a prime example of that. Get in the drink. You're trying to make the cup lids harder to put straws through now, ain't they? Hey, Kishan, welcome to the stream. I was gonna continue my Fallout Nuka World playthrough that I started last night, but a new update just made it so that all the characters for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 are now fully there. So now I can start my gameplay of it. And I've just been going through the special moves and traits of the characters that came in. So it's good. Next we have Combat Expertise. While this power is active, damage received is reduced for the entire team. Now this is slightly less damage reduction than I've seen with, I believe, Hulk or Magneto. But it's still, I think it lasts longer though. But overall, this is pretty good. Last up is his Optic Incineration. Cyclops blends around 360 degrees, incinerating the room in an ignores optic blast. This move is good for clearing enemies, especially if they're extremely weak. This can easily clear out enemies, so it's good. Alright. And that was the last character. I've already shown you all the characters from before, like Venom and Nightcrawler.
Be swift and merciless.
Both of which have been killed. Well, both have been knocked out by Bullseye, so we gotta wait 2 minutes and 30-something seconds in order to fully revive them back. Which will give me enough time to finish up my fries and finish my burger. I cannot let my food get cold. Deadpool's not new. Actually, let me go ahead to him. Deadpool's always been there. Actually, why am I not using Deadpool? That's a good question.
Deadpool.
Be vigilant at all times.
You've raised a very valid point. Why am I not using Deadpool? We still got maybe about a minute or so. No, we still got a couple more seconds. So, for right now, until Venom can be revived, I'm gonna go ahead and finish my food real quick. A good 2 minutes. Well, technically, Deadpool is not an official X-Men. He was for a little bit, but he's still a mercenary, so he's not fully affiliated with them. Actually, I'm gonna wait until Nightcrawler revives, because I'd rather have him than Venom. Venom's good, but Nightcrawler is awesome because I love how he teleports. Hey Diana, good to see you again. Hope all is well with you. Alright, how much time? 59 seconds. We're less than a minute in. Wait for Nightcrawler to revive, and then we'll bring him back to the team. Oh, your birthday was yesterday? Happy birthday, man. Well, happy belated birthday. Alright, Nightcrawler's fully rested. Let's get him back here.
Nightcrawler.
Alright, let's continue.
I say, and will survive.
I do wish that they would have fixed it so that their voices don't get cut off once you go to back out of their menu now.
Will do.
Hey, we got more people watching. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing good. Venom's fully rested, but we won't be bringing him back to the team. Alright, switch to another person and use the switch. That's why you can easily solo this game if you have a strong character, but I recommend having at least another person with you so you're able to do moments like this where you need 2 people. Because there are multiple moments where you're going to need that
Thanks
extra
for setting us
person.
free. Being trapped in our own rooms was kind of an embarrassing situation. Good luck.
Where you need that extra person, because if you don't, you could possibly miss out on either a free level up, a free strike, or attack upgrade, or maybe even a free extreme token that lets you have that one super you need to get past the boss. So always keep that in mind. Let's read your personal emails, and since I'm controlling Deadpool, this fits so perfectly. Dear Mom and Dad, I just finished SHIELD boot camp and that was the hardest 3 months of my life. Over half of the recruits washed out, but every time the going got rough, I remember Dad's stories about how tough Fury's Howling Commandos had it. And then I say to myself, no way is Dino Manelli Jr. gonna wimp out. I'm pretty sure that name is significant somehow, otherwise they wouldn't have used it. I must have done all right because I was assigned to the Helicarrier Alpha. Colonel Fury actually shook my hand and welcomed me aboard. He asked about you, Dad. I told him you were doing great. How's your father? He's fine. Good. He still owes me 20 bucks. I probably shouldn't even be writing this down, but there's something about the Black Widow I don't trust. She's always in top secret areas of the ship and downloading information onto that laptop of hers. Plus, she's so distant. I don't know why Colonel Fury chose her to be his second in command. You clearly are oblivious, boy, because you don't know that S.H.I.E.L.D. has secrets inside of its secrets, wrapped in secrets, buried underneath secrets, guarded by secrets. But since I don't have anything concrete to report, I'll just keep it to myself. If I dared to point a finger at the Black Widow right now, I'd spend the rest of my days stationed at a listening outpost in Iceland. Trust me, it will happen for you if you don't know what you're doing. Also, Deadpool can teleport too.
If you insist.
No, wanna be Deadpool? Yeah, all the secrets. But we still need to go to this room over here.
As you wish. Yes.
I love Nightcrawler's teleport. It looks so good. Alright. Hey, Jenny. You won't believe who I saw the other day. That X-Men Wolverine. I was on the bridge updating navigation charts when he came in to talk to Colonel Fury. Talk about tough. That guy has nothing but bad attitude. Like he'd just as soon cut you as say good morning. Yeah, he would probably just cut you and not say anything. He'd probably watch you bleed out. Yeah. I didn't get to see him pop his claws, but he did get in a shouting match with the Colonel. Something about S.H.I.E.L.D. backstabbing Tony Stark. Doesn't that sound familiar? I'm not talking about the movies, I'm talking about the comics. I didn't hear the whole conversation, but wow, no one yells at the Colonel and gets away with it. No one but Wolverine. See you soon, Mike. See you soon, Mike. Okay. Oh, y'all can't run?
I enjoy this too much.
Ooh, I almost got fried and deep fried. And these are some good characters once you learn to use them right and give them the good equipment and good stats and maybe even possibly upgrade their costumes. No! No! Are you kidding? I got killed by the burning wreckage! How long do I have to wait for Nightcrawler? Deadpool leveled up. I don't care! Nightcrawler is dead! From a small fire! That burnt his toes! How long do I have to wait until he's back up? That's annoying. I just revived him.
Now you are trapped. We will teach you the true meaning of pain.
You made a big mistake coming here. One you are never gonna have a chance to repeat.
Hey, Bucky.
You're in for a world of surprise, my friend. The Masters of Evil have teamed its members up in combinations that even your combined powers can't handle.
You do realize that we're heroes, right? And we always win. If we'd lost, this playthrough would go nowhere.
Yes. All the better to crush our enemies.
Good. At least you've got guts. I hate fighting cowards.
Must hate yourself then, because you villains are always running away when you're about to lose.
Yes, I too enjoy a good battle. Now, let the fight begin.
I smash your face. The thing I love about these boss fights is if you keep hitting an enemy or a boss long enough, they'll release some energy and health spheres that will heal you during the fight. So as long as you don't become too brazen to try and attack them and not focus on surviving, then you should be able to last. But if you are just so concerned with killing him because you think you're able to beat him, that could wind up being your downfall.
Sorry, we got a little carried away, but we're on it. Lower the force fields and let's clear out of here.
It is lucky for you we must depart. I was just getting warmed up.
So you don't give me the ability to chase after them. Oh wait, you do.
I told you they'd follow. They're as predictable as the sunrise.
This is the direction that the game is telling me to go. I'm not following after you. It's just telling me to go this way.
Come then, heroes. Follow us a bit further.
Oh yeah, because this is not a trap at all. I've got a real bad feeling about this. Of course you say that. Hey, don't knock him out of the air when I'm about to throw him. Hey, I can still knock his dead body around. Okay. Don't run down there. Hulk. Use your feet. You're the only one that can survive that type of explosion. Everybody else, not so much. Huh? Where did they go? I should read that in Hulk's voice. Oh, where did they go?
We're up here. Now you've had it.
Yes. Let us see how you fare against this force. Attack!
Yeah, it would make sense for Magneto to wreck them, but I don't have enough power to do so. But trust me, when I get Magneto up to the level he's supposed to be, oh, some Doombots is gonna get wrecked. Trust me. Matter of fact, let me focus on Magneto right now, because he's the main reason why I wanted these DLC characters. Him and Hulk. Plus, these can fly also, so that makes it extremely useful. Get up. Get up. Nightcrawler's fully rested. Sweet, we can get him back. Also, pay attention to what type of traits your enemies have. Striking upgrade. Well, I'm going to be focusing on Magneto. I was focusing on Hulk because he's the strongest there is, but focusing on Hulk takes me away from just how awesome Magneto is. And the one thing I love about the move is it doesn't take too much energy out.
That weighs far too much. I trust you're not the best.
You regenerate. Hulk leveled up. Ooh, Magneto leveled up. Okay, let's see what we get. Do I get the magnetic beam? Because I want to start throwing people around. That is what I absolutely love to do as Magneto. Actually, let's go ahead and check that now. We do not get it yet. Actually, we don't even get a point this time. So I think that might be the next 2 level ups is when I can actually get this. Level 5 is when I can get this. That's when the fun starts. Always remember to smash these cases because they'll either have money or health inside of them. So just smash everything. Be like Hulk and behave like Hulk. Everything will be okay then. Because I can't remember if you can actually buy anything with this aside from points into your armor. And another thing I love is if you're a flying character, you can use your moves in the air. So if you have enemies that focus only on melee, you're pretty much safe when you're in the air. And plus it doesn't take your energy away when you're flying either. But it's the ones that can shoot you that you have to watch out for, because they will knock you out of the air quickly. Where's my stick? Give me my stick. Until I get my stick up, until I get my power up, I'm gonna use this stick. And you cannot fly when you're holding something. As useful as that would be, you simply can't. But it doesn't matter. Still good.
You are too late. In a matter of moments, the Winter Soldier will have unlocked the security code for this gun. Then, we shall fire it into the engine.
Don't you understand? You can't defeat the Masters of Evil. We're just too powerful. Abandon ship while you still can.
He has a plan that will give us all enough power to live like kings for an eternity.
You do realize that Dr. Doom trusts no one with ruling the world except by himself. Have you not seen what he did to the universe after the main universe and ultimate universes collided? He turned it into Game of Thrones.
Quiet, Chen. You've already said too much.
Ah, it does not matter. They will not live to tell anyone.
Why don't we make sure of that?
I'ma beat you with my stick. Ooh, this stick is bad for you, Bucky. Bucky, hate the stick. Bucky down. Where's my stick? Hold on. Let me look at this bionic arm real quick. Bionic arm +5 for striking. 10% chance to cause knockdown on ranged attacks. 5% chance of criticals for ranged attacks. 5% striking. Since I don't have the moves that I need, equip this. You can't hit me. Now you lose damage when you're around, so be careful of that. Woohoo!
was time to rest, but we've got big trouble on our hands. I'm going to activate...
Yeah, Fury, we know. Gonna activate the security gates because I forgot I could until you actually beat Bionic, Radioactive Man, and Winter Soldier. Thank you for reminding me. Also, body upgrade, more health for Magneto. And I very distinctly remember where everything is in this game. Alright, we came in through that way, so now we need to go this way. Upper batteries. Fang Foom. Chrono Fury, we just got off the elevator. Eating my sandwich. Give me a sec.
There's no time to waste. The Masters of Evil have unleashed some huge creature that's attacking our primary enemies. If it succeeds, we're all dead.
Don't worry, we'll kill it. These energy drain dudes, they are annoying. They will drain your energy like crazy.
Once again, I am victorious.
And if you have a character that is based on him having a lot of energy, or using his moves a lot, that is one enemy to avoid, period. Alright, need to climb. Ooh, glitch. Charge up a move and they grab you, your hands still glow. But they go back to normal if you try and use that same move again. I only got this little shotgun laser move, magnetic move for right now, but wait until I get my usual moves. Oh, I'm gonna be wrecking fools. Actually, let's see if Deadpool unlocks anything. And Nightcrawler is still waiting to be revised, so we need to work on him. Oh, what? Deadpool is 4? I just brought him in and he's already higher level than everybody else. But Hulk is about to level up and Magneto's about to level up. So that's good. And plus I got 2 points, so I can put 1 into Wisecrack. This will take 2 points. No, actually it'll take 1. Oh, then we can put 1 into Wisecrack then. That'll work.
Okie doke. Now, give me your milk money.
Actually, their voices are too low. Let's see. Okay, let's see if they're... I wish they had a voices option.
My fault, I tripped you. Right, like I have enough power to do that.
Hold on, I need to see. Does that does the effects also decrease their voices?
This would be where I talk.
And he's still breaking the fourth wall when he speaks. Okay, effects. Let's put that back up. See if that does anything.
You were too puny to fight Hulk.
Ooh, brutal. Hulk leveled up. Too bad that move doesn't inflict bleed damage. That would have been nice. This is both a crowd clearing move and just very good for getting rid of anything. Hulk smash! Oh wait, it does continuous damage. The distance that it travels, it still does damage if that person is caught into it. Interesting, I never noticed. And I forgot that I could block. Alright, he's increased to 4. We can increase his Cyclone Punch. And I can increase your Magnetic Pulse, and your ability to levitate things will get unlocked the next level. Okay? Let's keep that there. Alright, now it does more damage. I'm gonna say... yeah, pretty good. Just gonna carry this. Oh, and you can use this person. Hulk is so big he can use enemies as bludgeons. Hulk don't want to touch box. Hulk use your body to touch box. Even big enemies are small to Hulk. Look at this. So big and tough. And now you are weak. Get over here. Hulk says so.
I just wish we could have been friends.
If you got an annoying enemy that's getting on your nerves, give him to Hulk. Hulk will find a way to remedy your problem. The one thing Hulk knows about weapons is there's always more. Love it so much. Good for clearing boxes. Because of the initial pound and the fact that it travels. Very good way to smash stuff. This is especially useful if you're trying to skim areas for hidden collectibles. Extremely useful.
It would appear the Masters of Evil have enlisted alien allies.
Also, with these special characters, there are moments where you can use them. There are certain conversations they'll have if they're in your party.
My powers will be more than a match for this beast.
You overestimate your power, sorcerer. I am far mightier than any creature you have ever faced before.
My power is quite beyond sorcery. I control the elemental power of the universe itself.
I will send this ship crashing to the earth. Then all the world will see that the Masters of Evil are a force to be reckoned with.
Seeing as this vessel is made of metal, crashing it may prove most difficult for you.
Oh, Magneto with the burns. Oh, he's spitting facts. Oh boy, I got no words. You can't touch this, man.
Call upon all your mystical powers, wizard, but the might of Fang Foom will prevail.
I forgot that happens. Should have brought Iceman with me. He could put out these fires. Hulk shoot gun. Deadpool level. Also, Fin Fang, how come you ain't got no draws? Oh, I'm sorry. Rolled right into that one. Hulk shoot, but it doesn't let Hulk smash. Let it be Magneto to finish this. You insulted Magneto, so Magneto's gonna be the one to finish this. You're done, son. Dragon Slayer. I also earned the other trophies before. It was only 2 trophies.
When you're done in that area, come back to the bridge. We're moving everyone to Stark Tower before we begin our next mission.
All right, peoples. We moving on up.
Come back to the bridge. You'll find out.
All done smashing this one.
I trust you're not the best at what you do.
Magneto prevails.
Why is he always late?
Hello, team. Welcome to Stark Tower, my pride and joy. It's 40 stories of heaven on Earth.
It's amazing what you can do with just a few $1 billion.
We are now a team? Yes. I've been empowered by S.H.I.E.L.D. to create a task force to
Anybody notice how Iron Man's knees bend like they're his actual knees and not like they're in suits of armor?
Fortunately,
if you go back and look at his knees, they don't bend like they're in armor. They bend like they're his actual legs.
Feel free to walk around and meet them.
I'd suggest you meet Hank Pym first, since he's in charge of equipment. The Vision is here as our information officer.
Great. We got a computer to talk to the computers for us.
When you're ready to go on a mission, talk to Wyatt Wingfoot. He'll take you there in one of my Quinjets.
Speaking of that, what is our next mission, Colonel?
I recently received a radio transmission from Dum Dum Dugan requesting that I come to the Omega base. But there was something.
Oh, this soul is good.
Message.
You think it might be a trap?
Maybe. I can't be sure. For more information, talk to the Black Widow.
Well, alright. Okay, that was our first mission done. And we are now in our hub. Yay! And revive Nightcrawler. Welcome back, my friend. It's good to see you, Kurt.
Yeah.
Woohoo! I want to see if I got any unlocked people. Yes. These are the missions you go to if you want to level your person up, because it allows you to be in the game all the way up till, I want to say, gives you 20 minutes to be in a certain map where there are unlimited spawning enemies. And if the person you made is strong, you can easily carve through them and rack in the experience points. Of course, there's always Mephisto's realm, but you still have to go through a whole bunch of other story missions in order to get to that point. But overall, these are good missions to use if you want to get some free experience in. Especially if you're able to complete it. Hold up. Look at the size of these shoes. Hey Mag, look at this. Your feet don't even fit inside these shoes.
Hulk will do it.
Hulk's feet are clearly bigger, which means that it is somebody of a slightly shorter stature who can fit in these. I'm thinking the Thing. Because he wears shoes. Hulk doesn't. Because look, he's pigeon-toed. Look at Hulk, he is pigeon-toed. Look at his feet! Pigeon-toed! Or he's just standing extremely straight. Hulk looks weird standing extremely straight like that. It's like it hurts him. That is bad. Okay, let's go ahead and save here. And this is actually where I'm going to be cutting. This is where I'm going to end the stream because I think that this is good so far. Oh, I am so happy that this update has been made. This gives me reason to play this game now. Yes. Yes. But that does not mean I'm going to be stopping streaming for today, because right after I get off of this, I'm going to be starting up Fallout 4 and continuing my Nuka World playthrough. So feel free to transition over to that if you like to. But I'm going to go ahead and save. I want to thank you all for coming out to this momentous occasion, because this is pretty much the reason why I bought this game in the first place. I was expecting to see these dudes, excluding Deadpool because he's already in the game. But yes, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, the so-called definitive edition that we were short-handed, has now been completed and now in our hands. So thank you everybody for coming to see me at this momentous occasion. I will see you in a couple of minutes, but we'll be playing Fallout, and I look forward to seeing you all there. So be easy, have a good day, and as always, later peoples.